A special thank you to Fiery Grace for allowing me to special feature read on the channel. My name is Mr. LightWork. Thank you for entrusting me with your energy. Welcome to your divine masculine message. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's see what your divine masculine has to say. Hey, wow, now that I'm sitting here getting ready to speak these words that have been on my mind, been on my heart, it's a lot harder than I expected it to be. And I don't know why. Maybe it's because I know that I wasn't by your side the way I was supposed to be. Maybe it's because I know that I dropped the ball in so many ways that it's embarrassing and shameful, and I feel guilty for making you carry the weight of what we had. I know that the only way to really look at our experience, our time together, is to look at it through the lens of lessons learned, because anything other than that, it makes it hard to see what the point was for you, I think, because I know that I was changed. I've been shifted. I've been impacted. I've been marked by the love that you've given me and by the chance that you gave me. And I know that it has changed me, but I feel like in all the replenishing of me that you tried to do, that you ended up losing yourself, that you ended up becoming a version of yourself that you didn't want to be, and that I made you because I had you wanting something that I should have given you freely, something that I should have woken up and made a priority in my life on a day-to-day basis, and I failed to do that. And in doing so, I failed you, and in doing so, I failed myself and who I needed to be at that time. You deserve peace. You deserve love. You deserve abundance. You deserve a future filled with promises and dreams and goals and joy, things to look forward to. And I need to know how to make that happen for you. I need to know how to bring alive what you have in you. I need to know how to facilitate it. I need to know, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I need to know how to love you. And I didn't before. And ever since I walked away, I've been wanting to come back to you. I think about everything about you, and it wrenches my heart when I think of the huge mistake that I made and the beautiful, amazing, wonderful woman that you are that I walked away from, and how there's just this huge gap in my life that I've been unable to fill with anything else or anyone else. I'm just being honest. There's no one like you. There's no light like yours. And I've tried. At first I didn't want to, but then there was just this feeling of emptiness, and I knew that I had to try to address it, but nothing I've done so far has worked. I just keep thinking about you. every attempt that I make to close the gap that I created by walking away from you, it just puts it back in my face that much harder how stupid I was and how I let the best thing I had ever get away from me because I couldn't determine what deserved my attention more than other things. And that's you. You deserved my attention. You deserved everything. And I gave you barely anything. I gave you almost nothing. And yet you still loved me. I don't know how. I don't know why. All I can do and say is that I stand by amazed by you. Even though I don't understand you, I want to take time to understand you. I want to learn you. I want to be intimate in more than physical ways with you. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your inner world. I want to know what you're thinking and feeling without you having to say it. That's how attuned I want to be with you. I want to be one with you. I want us to be like two halves to a whole, and that what completes us is each other. I know that I have no ground to stand on, and I have so much audacity to ask you anything, but I'd be remiss. I would regret it even more than I do now if I didn't at least try, knowing that you probably have a do not disturb sign on your heart that I just can't see, or maybe I don't want to see it, but either way, I feel like I'm doing it for my future self, like a version of my future self that if it worked out in some other timeline that we were together because I did this, then at least that version of me would have a version of you. And that would give me some semblance of something, I don't know, that I would have you in some way. But the truth is, I was looking at this situation all wrong. I was looking at you all wrong. I was looking at what you were about all wrong. I was looking at myself all wrong. I was thinking that I had it all together and that you needed more work. Turns out I need work too, and that I'm not any better, and I'm probably even worse off than my ego and pride allowed me to first look at and understand. So what I'm saying is I don't want to fight. I want to be on the same side. I recognize that my perception was off, and I realized that that must have made you feel attacked. It must have made you feel confused and unseen and misunderstood. All of the things that you should be feeling the opposite of from me. I know that I put a stain on your time with me in that time in your life. And again, that the only way to look at anything positive would have to look at it through lessons learned. I'm sorry that I taught you those lessons inadvertently because of my fears and my shortcomings and my past failures that went unhealed, untreated, and bled into what we had and destroyed it. And I didn't know how to stop it. And I didn't want to let you go. And it made me so mad because I came to a point where I realized that I had to. And if not, then you would have been just completely crushed by everything that I had been through that I hadn't dealt with. I know that my job, and I knew that my job was to love you and protect you. And this was the only tool that I had. And I still regret using it, but at the same time, if it gets us, and if it gets you happy, even if it doesn't put us together, then I know it was the right decision. I just hope that sometimes I run across your mind and that the feeling that comes with that is I miss him, because I know it is for you, and I know that it always will be. I'm sorry for what I did to us, and I wish that I could go back and change it. I appreciate you listening to this message. And even if you didn't, even if you stopped it, even if you burned it, even if no matter what you did, I'm glad I at least got it off my chest. And if you did hear it, then I'm glad you got to hear it, so that you know the impact that you had on me.